Everyone thinks a gold rush starts with a discovery. They're wrong. Sometimes it starts with a lie. In the mid-1990s, a quiet Canadian mining company, Bre-X Minerals, claimed to have struck gold in an unprecedented quantity. Not just a little gold, but a deposit so vast it promised to reshape the global economy and make fortunes overnight. It was a story almost too good to be true. The location, Buseng, a remote, dense jungle region deep within Borneo, Indonesia. An unlikely place for a small exploration firm to uncover what was soon being touted as the gold find of the century. At the center of this burgeoning narrative was Michael de Guzman, a Filipino geologist. He was Bre-X's chief explorer, the man on the ground, whose initial reports from Buseng ignited the first whispers of a colossal discovery. As de Guzman's reports escalated, so did the projected size of the find. From a promising prospect, it quickly grew to 30 million ounces, then 50 million, ultimately reaching an astonishing 200 million ounces of gold. This wasn't just a mine, it was a legend in the making. The financial world took notice. Investors, eager for the next big boom, poured billions into Bre-X. Its stock price soared, transforming a penny stock into a market darling, captivating analysts and speculators alike. John Felderhoff, Bre-X's vice president for exploration, and David Walsh, the company's founder, became overnight celebrities in the mining world. They were visionaries, or so it seemed, riding the crest of an unprecedented discovery. The allure of such immense wealth drew in giants. Freeport-McMoRan, a major U.S. mining corporation, entered into negotiations to acquire a stake in the Buseng project. This was the ultimate validation, a signal that Bre-X was the real deal. As part of their due diligence, Freeport-McMoRan insisted on conducting their own independent core sample analysis. This standard procedure, meant to verify the reported gold content, would inadvertently become the unraveling thread. Days before Freeport's geologists were set to arrive at the site, Michael de Guzman, the man who had discovered the gold, fell to his death from a helicopter. The official report cited suicide, but questions lingered, casting a shadow over the entire operation. His death, occurring just before the crucial independent verification, seemed almost too convenient. Was it a desperate act, or something more sinister? The world wouldn't wait long for an answer. On March 19, 1997, Freeport-McMoRan released its devastating preliminary findings. Their core samples from Buseng showed only insignificant traces of gold, far, far less than Bre-X had claimed. The world held its breath. Subsequent, more thorough assays confirmed the worst. The Buseng site was virtually barren. The gold, the hundreds of millions of ounces, simply wasn't there. It had been a phantom, a mirage in the jungle. The method of deception was ingenious, if horrifying. Investigators discovered that core samples had been salted with gold dust, often scraped from local jewelry, then meticulously crushed and inserted into the drill cores. This elaborate fraud, perpetuated over years, had successfully fooled geologists, investors, and some of the smartest minds in the financial world. The scale of the deception was almost incomprehensible. When the news broke, Bre-X Minerals' stock plummeted, losing 99% of its value in a single day. Billions of dollars vanished, wiping out the life savings of countless investors, from small-time speculators to major pension funds. Investigations followed, but definitive answers remained elusive. John Felderhoff was the only Bre-X executive charged with insider trading, but was eventually acquitted. David Walsh died of an aneurysm in 1998, his role in the fraud never fully clarified. The Bre-X scandal serves as a stark reminder of the perils of unchecked ambition and the seductive power of a seemingly foolproof investment. It exposed vulnerabilities in financial markets and the due diligence processes meant to protect them. Beyond the financial devastation, it left a scar on the trust between investors and companies, a cautionary tale etched into the annals of corporate fraud. A billion-dollar lie hidden not by magic, but by a handful of gold flakes in the jungles of Borneo. Subscribe if you want to understand the intricate histories behind the world's most infamous financial scandals and corporate collapses.